All right, everyone. Welcome into the Tuesday edition of the training. Hope everyone had a good extended holiday weekend if you got a chance to do that. I hope they had family time, barbecues, all that kind of fun stuff. Welcome into Tuesday. Let's see who we have coming in here today. If you are new to Dubb, please put a one in that chat. If you don't mind, if you're new to Dubb, if you're just checking out the free trial, if you just got on a paid plan, whether it was Pro or Pro Plus, but you're in the very early stages of Dubb, a one in the chat would be great. You can put a two if you're returning. Most of the returners I know by name by now, but if you're returning, you can put a two in there. Or if you've had Dubb for a while, but maybe you haven't been in a live training in a while, just put a two if you've had Dubb for a while, and one if you are new. Gary, thanks for putting that one in there. Appreciate it. Let me come over to you, Gary. If you want to unmute and talk, you're more than welcome. If you want to say hello, totally up to you. If you'd like to say hi. If not, you can just put, if you don't mind putting into the chat, just your industry as well, just so we have that in there. If you're busy on your side, totally get it. But if you want to unmute, you're more than welcome to say hello if you want to do that. If anybody else is new and they want to put a one in that chat, feel free to put that in there. Joe, thanks for putting that too. Looks like you're returning, which is awesome. Let's see. Joe, looks like Joe, have you been to the training in a while? Let me pop over to you real quick because I know that I haven't noticed your name in here, but you said you've had Dubb for a while. Joe, you can unmute and say hello. Hey, Joe.
Hello. No, I have not been in the training for a while, but I've been a client for a couple of years.
Oh, very cool. How's the recording going? You've been doing screen recording stuff, webcam stuff, mobile app stuff. How's it going?
I'm such a neophyte. That's why I'm here.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Well, hey, welcome to the training. We do these, Joe, just so you know, these are on, let me put the link in the chat. When they're done recording, they go to our YouTube support channel and it is Dubb support on YouTube. So let me just drop the link in the chat. And typically, what people do, they come into the training, they see the parts that they want to see. They experience the whole thing, but then they go back later and say, okay, what part of the training do I want to review? So I just dropped that link in the chat. Sometimes people do specifically LinkedIn outreach. Sometimes they do email, mobile. So there's always different scenarios. So if they want to review those particular parts, because I go through the A to Z, they're able to isolate that. Does that make sense, Joe?
Yes,
Okay, cool. Joe, what's your industry, by the way? What do you do?
insurance.
Oh, nice. Very cool. So you get people fill out their forms and then they book a time with you. Do you do ads? Do you do kind of get email lists or how do you kind of get your folks?
Actually, I use it to help supply information once I've had the appointment with the prospect.
Oh, perfect. Do you put yourself in a bubble and kind of walk through something with a screen recording, or do you just do it direct to webcam?
I just send out some videos.
Direct to webcam though, like sitting in front of the webcam talking like I am now, or do you put yourself in a bubble, like in a screen recording?
I don't do either of those.
Oh,
I
okay.
just send it information like a couple of videos that I have on the different products I talk to them about.
Oh, nice. Okay, so there's a video kind of pre-made about the products.
Correct.
Oh, cool. If you want to, just as like a cool little creative thing, if you want to add to it, when I show the screen recording stuff today, you could put yourself in a bubble and you could be on top of that video, where when the video begins, it shows you pointing at the video and you could say something about it and then let the video play. So kind of a cool little creative option.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in, Joe. Thanks for using Dubb for a number of years, and thanks for coming in here. And like I said, the recording will be on the on our YouTube support, Dubb support in a little bit.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. And let's see. And looks like Gary's assistant's in there. Okay, thank you so much, Patrick. Nice to meet you, Patrick. Thanks for putting that in the chat there. It looks like real estate is your industry, which is great. Get a lot of folks that use Dubb that are in real estate. So, in particular, when you're watching the training today, from a real estate perspective, I would pay attention to a picture-in-picture function on the mobile app, which is really good for property walkthroughs. I would pay attention to the screen recording when you're in a bubble in terms of walking someone through a listing agreement. It could also be walking someone through a market update. And then when it comes to the webcam stuff that we're going to show, you actually can put a virtual background behind you for property, hold up the property address. So there's a number of different visuals that real estate folks have used over the years, whether it's for expired, FSBOs, buyers, sellers, residential, commercial. So as you kind of walk through there, just pay attention to those areas when we talk about the ways to record. Okay, so let me do this. I also want to share this with everybody. I'm going to put this in the chat. The team recently, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but We did a recent event lately. It was a big webinar we did about Dubb AI. So it's an AI assistant that the team has created. I just put the link to our daily Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. PST meetings that we do. And Dubb AI, in short, that they created is an AI assistant that can do lead generation, update your CRM, send emails, do all kinds of recurring tasks as well. It's really neat. It lives inside of Slack, the communication platform. You just need the free version of Slack. And it lives inside there and does all kinds of cool stuff. So if you have admin stuff that you don't want to do, or you want some tasks taken off your plate where it can deliver it to you daily, WAI is a big part of that. And just put that link in there. And if you want to check out this, I'll put this in here as well. Wondering, this is the full replay of the webinar that we did about WAI. I'll drop this in the chat. That's on our YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out later and just, enjoy it, it's about an hour or something. So we go through all the details if you want to check that out. And that is Dubb Sales Agent, the AI sales agent. Okay, so let me share my screen now and let's talk about classic Dubb, which is going to be the Dubb Sales Studio, as we're calling it now. So let me share my screen and let's begin. Okay. All right. So when a Dubb video is created, what does it look like? It's an animated GIF, a 3-second repeating image of what the video is going to be about. So this one right here is a specific style that I'm going to talk about in a second. But whenever you hit record with Dubb, no matter which way that you record, that I'm going to show in a minute, the first 3 seconds when you hit record is going to be what repeats. So someone sees that animated preview. So if you're doing jumping jacks, moving around, whatever it is for the first 3 seconds, that's what someone's going to see is the preview. You can change that inside of the Dubb platform with editing. There's a little slider where you can change it to a different part of a video that you like better visually. But to be efficient and save time, know that when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat as the animated preview. So we want to make the animated preview that someone gets interesting and for them to want to click on it. So you're going to notice in this example, I'm saying, what's your hook? So we want to figure out our hook before we decide to record a video to send someone. And that goes true for cold, warm, referrals, follow-ups, whatever it is. What's the reason someone's going to want to click on this video? So we got to come up with our hook. So if you use like a ChatGPT, a Grok, a Gemini, a Claude, if you happen to use within the Dubb dashboard for us, if you use Auto right up here at the top, our AI guide within the dashboard here, all you have to do is do two things. One, educate the AI on your industry, what it is, who your ICP is, your ideal client profile, why you are reaching out to these folks. What's the reason? What's the value you want to convey? What's the action that you want them to take? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to download something? Do you want them to fill out a form? Kind of give the AI a short little kind of complete picture of who the folks are you're reaching out to, the value you want to convey, and what you want them to do. Once you do that, then you're going to ask the AI a very specific question and say, look, please give me a list of, you could say 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hook phrases that I can use so someone's going to want to click on my video. So it's going to give you that list of 3 to 5 word phrases. Give it the human pass, give it a read through, see which ones you like, don't like. Ask the AI to make the adjustments, whether it needs a little more specificity, if it needs a little more directness, if a wittiness, funniness, a little FOMO, whatever those adjustments are. When you finally get that list that you really like of 3 to 5 word hook phrases, then you can decide on which kind of style of video you want to record. Now, in terms of the different styles of video, this one right here was recorded with the basic webcam recorder inside of the Dubb platform. And I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, Dubb, Dubb app, and it has a whiteboard feature where I'm typing this message. The reason we say 3 to 5 words because it fits nice and snug right on that whiteboard right there. It's nice and punchy. And that 3 to 5 word phrase works very good for a subject line right up here at the top. Now that list you have of the 3 to 5 word hooks, you can use the same one and the subject line is here, or you can switch it up slightly if you want to. But the whole point is to get someone to open the video, open the email, and then click on the video. Now, this is one style. Webcam recorder, whiteboard, holding it up. Probably the most direct style you can convey a message because the message is right there in front of your face, right on a whiteboard. But you also, from the same webcam, can do a different kind of style. So you can record something that looks like this, where you can drop a virtual background behind you. This could be someone's profile that you see right here. It could be a property in real estate. It could be an article you want to share within your industry. It could be a website screenshot you want to share. It could be a screenshot of an action someone took. So this could be a number of things behind you. Now you notice in this one, I'm not holding up the whiteboard. So the only reason I would not be holding up the whiteboard is that I feel confident enough that that screenshot behind me gives enough of a hook, curiosity factor, and enough context to make them want to click. And if I feel like that, then I'm going to do a little point, a little wave, and I'm going to come right back to the camera. So that's how you want to think about that in terms of a screenshot behind you. Now you can do a combination of both of these things. So I could have the person's profile behind me, like you see right here, but now I'm also holding up the hook. So whatever industry you're in, screenshot behind could give the context, and you could still have the hook in front. So context behind, hook in front. And it works great for any industry, but one industry in particular that it works really well for is real estate. Drop that property behind you, have the property address in front, or some fun fact about the property. Now with Dubb, you can also do screen recordings that look like this. This was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. It is a browser-based screen recorder. So anything within your browser, you want to put yourself on top of it and be in a bubble and visually walking someone through something. This is a great way to do it. So what you'll do is you'll Google Dubb Chrome extension, and then it's a three-step process to pin it right up here at the top. You can see the little Dubb symbol right up here in the browser. That is the Dubb Chrome extension, and that gives you the ability to put yourself on top of anything within your browser. So in this case here, it's a market update in real estate. Notice I have the annotation arrows pointing towards my bubble, and notice again, I got that additional hook in there, that whiteboard where I'm typing the message. I could not have it in there and just be waving and smiling and pointing towards the title. That's great. But why not give it an additional reason to click? We know it's a market forecast because we can see that in the title, and I'm right next to the title. But we know there's been a big change in the market, which gives me another motivation to want to click. So, regardless of the industry you're in, if there's a site within your browser that you want to be in a circle and you want to walk someone through something, like on LinkedIn, I'll show that a little later in terms of LinkedIn being on someone's profile. The Dubb Chrome extension is a great browser-based screen recorder. Now, we also have another screen recorder called the Dubb Desktop app. The desktop app is like a little drone that flies over everything on your computer screen. So unlike the Chrome, it's not trapped within the browser. It can go on top of whatever you want to put it on top of. So it can go on top of websites, videos, Canvas slides, documents, whatever you want. And it also has the ability to crop in closer to what you're showing. So notice on this side here, I'm pushed in to show a little more detail. Now we also have this ability to record with the Dubb mobile app. Dubb mobile app, this one right here, nice and simple. This is almost like the webcam one that I showed you earlier where I'm holding up the whiteboard. So instead of holding up the whiteboard, I'm just typing the hook right on the screen. And I can move that around in different font, color, add some emojis like you see right here. And it's a nice, simple video that's worked really well over the years. You also can do something that looks like this. You can drop a virtual background behind you. And then you can add some text on the screen. So very similar to the webcam that I was showing you earlier. Cool thing about the mobile app is you can drop a screenshot behind. You can also drop a video behind you as well with the mobile app. Video won't have any sound, but it'll be behind you and you can see the images and everything. So you can drop a video behind you, or you can drop a screenshot, a still image on the mobile app. Now, another cool feature on the mobile app is this one right here. This one's really great for real estate folks that do property walkthroughs because you can show what's in front of you. You use two cameras on the phone, it's using both cameras, and you can react to what you're showing. So if you're like, oh my God, check out this foyer in this house, right? It's amazing. Or check out this backyard. They can see your reaction. Instead of just flipping the camera and showing it and hearing your voice, they actually can see your reaction in your face. So pretty much tailor-made for real estate folks. But if you're not in real estate, and say, for example, you do local prospecting, you could be out in front of a business, have take a video out in front of the business, have you right next to their sign talking about some aspect of their business, send it to the contact you have inside, and then go inside to chat with the contact and say, look, I just sent you a video. Now, you also could do if you're at conferences or large events, record the crowd, do it as a social post, do it as a newsletter update. If you are sitting in front of your computer and you have the mobile app like this, I could go to picture in picture, pull up someone's profile, property, article, all the things we just talked about in your industry, pull it up on your computer, go to picture in picture here, and just physically lean into the computer and show what you're talking about as you're narrating. That's kind of a cool way to show what's on your screen. You also technically, if you were in person with a client, and you wanted to do a cool little video testimonial with each other, you could have them sit across from you or stand across from you. You could record. You're in the top left of the screen. They're in the middle, and you could have this nice little back and forth where you have a video testimonial combo that you could post. So it's pretty cool visually. So picture in picture on the mobile app. Now, whatever creative style you choose to record that we just went through, it's all about someone clicking on it and their experience once they click. So they see the animated preview, they see the hook, they're in, they're going to click. And once they click, they're going to come here to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. So it's all about their experience here. And we want to make it the best we can. So we want to have logo to the left, initial video you recorded right in the middle, playlist videos that are going to play seamlessly right after this video is complete. So as soon as this is done, it's going to run into the next video. The power of that is you can put videos over here for more education, but you also can record your pitch video one time. Why someone should go with you, work with you, your background, your experience, your product, your services, whatever it is, why you're the person to go with. And that will play right after this video is done playing. And you only need to record it once because it will always play after. Now, these initial videos right here that you record, they should always be about the hook because that's why someone clicked. So as soon as they click on it, get right into what the hook is. I wouldn't make these long. I'd say a minute or less is probably your sweet spot. Have them take an action when they're done watching. If you have video testimonials over here, that's great to have in the playlist. Video testimonials give people a feeling that they can, they've lived the experience of someone else almost. Like they can see it, hear it, listen to it, trust it. Ever since Amazon, remember when you read reviews on Amazon when it first came out? Like a living, breathing review is awesome. Someone telling their experience. So if you have those, I would definitely add it to the playlist. If you don't have video testimonials or you're looking to get more, there is a strategy I'll show you in 1 second that a lot of Dubb folks have used over the years to conveniently get them. Now, below here, once they watch the content above, below here are your call to action buttons. These are your CTAs. What do you want someone to do? They consume the content. What's next? So, do you want them to book a time in a calendar? A calendar booking link is the most popular button in sales. Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, maybe a guide? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to visit your site? Do you want them to check out reviews? Do you want them to check out a case study? Do you want them to email you back? There's a number of choices you have down here. If you do have multiple buttons, I would just put them in order of importance from left to right. This button right here, reply with video, really cool button. Not everyone's going to click it to send you a video right back, but the use case we've seen for this one over the years is to get video testimonials. So if you want to get a video testimonial from a client, all you need to do is just record a video, have the reply with video button below, and say, "Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thank you so much for using the Dubb platform. Would love to get a video testimonial from you." It's not complicated. You don't need to download anything here. All you need to do is click the reply with video button below and just tell me about your experience. What did you enjoy? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever questions you'd ask. They send you the video back. You get a notification inside of the Dubb platform that you have a video reply. And then you just make it part of this story over here. You drop it into the playlist, and it really kind of completes the experience. That's worked well for folks right over here. Now, the last part over here to the right is going to be your AI sales assistant right over here. This is called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant to the right. And the reason it's great to have this on the page is because when people land on your landing page, you may have convinced them to click a button, which is great, but sometimes people have questions, obviously, and they have them in real time. So right over here, they can click on a bunch of FAQs that you can have readily available. You can ask the AI a question. When the AI gives its answer here, it's going to want to keep pushing for your desired outcome. Now, in this case, it's booking a time in my calendar. So that's what it's going to push for. But whatever your button is over here, that's what it's going to push for over here. And it wants to keep the momentum of the possible sale going. It doesn't want to get mired down in too many details. It gives the answer, and then it wants to remind the person to keep going forward. This AI is educated inside of the Dubb platform with individual website pages. You can individually drop pages in there. It will physically learn what's in text on those pages. You also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other, or you can do both. And the AI becomes completely educated and ready to go on what you do within your industry and to help you close the deals. Now, also on these pages, these preset landing pages here, you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate and I work with buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, residential, commercial, all of those possible splits, I would want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of my audience. So the videos and all the information here is directly related to that part of my audience, and it feels like you're talking directly to them. If I was in recruiting and I worked for employers and candidates, the split there. If I was in coaching and consulting, you get different industries, those are the splits. If I was in mortgage insurance, different kinds of both mortgages and insurance. If I was in financial, different kinds of whether it's investing, probate, whatever it is there, you get different splits. Every industry seems to have some kind of split where you can have a different preset landing page that talks directly to those folks. And when you go from a free trial to a paid plan, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus with Dubb, we do an optimization setup with the team. So they will meet you in Zoom and help you set up the pages, the buttons, everything that you need so you can get going. And all of this is tracked. So did someone open your email? Did they click on any buttons below? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Really helps you follow up in a very intelligent way. Now, in terms of recording these videos, we're going to walk through them. So the different styles I showed you, how do we create them? So we're going to start with this one right here, the webcam one. How do you record something that looks like this? So inside the Dubb dashboard, there's a huge red button right up here at the top that says create video. You're going to click that here, and that's going to open up your webcam. Now, when you get here to get the whiteboard that I was holding up, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone, Dubb, Dubb app. And when you have the Dubb mobile app, this is what it's going to look like. Here is your home area, and you're going to hit this little button right up here at the top, this little square button you see with the person in the corner. When you select that, that's going to give you the ability to type. And that's all I did before when you saw the video. You type your hook, you type it, turn it. Just as simple as that, and have it right here. To do the virtual background that I had behind, you're just going to go below the video here, select virtual background, that button right there, and then come down here and go to your photos. When you select this here, now you're going to upload any of the screenshots we talked about in your industry. Creates a little library here, and then you just literally pick the one you want to put behind you, click select, and it drops it behind you just like this. Just make sure you have a good front light, whether it's a ring light, natural light, combination of both. If you talk with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulder range. You don't want to go out into the soup out here. You might lose a finger. And then keep them in here. And if you do a combination of both, where you have the hook and you have the background, you can just do something like that. Now, every recording option with Dubb has a teleprompter if you want to use one. If you haven't used a teleprompter before, they're really cool for staying on point. You have the words exactly the way you want to say them. Just takes a little bit of practice. Make sure you give it a read through so the words don't surprise you. You have the proper inflection. Just takes practice and it will look really natural when you start getting used to it. So to use a teleprompter, we have to have a script saved inside of Dubb first that we can access. So in this example right here, all I have to do is click above my head into this area right up here, and then I can click Create New Script. That will take me inside of the Dubb platform to paste a script in there. Or I can scroll through scripts that we already have created, or I can search for a script by title, which is just like this, and it will open up like this. Now, when you do use the teleprompter, I would make yourself about arm's distance away as far as an eye line. Let the words flow up to the top line of the script. To control the speed, just adjust this up or down. You can hit the play button here, see if you like the speed, if it feels natural. You can back the text off, or you can zoom it in. If you want to edit these things, these scripts, because sometimes you have a script and it looks good when it's written, but when you read it out loud, maybe you want to make some changes. You can change it in real time with the little pencil icon right here, make the changes, and click save, and then you're okay. Now, as far as recording, I'm going to bring this in. Oh, where'd my hook go? There we go. I'm going to bring my hook. I'm even going to add my virtual background too. We're going to do everything all at once. Here we go. I'm going to hit record, which is right here in the middle, and now it would look like this. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to bring connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, and stop the teleprompter. Click it here to resume. So pause and resume. I can delete the video with the red X. And if I want to close the teleprompter, just tap the little button right up here to the right here, close, click close. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate. Virtual background, no virtual background, hook in front, whatever combination you want right from your webcam. So to save this video, I'm going to select the blue check mark. That's going to save it into Dubb. So I'm going to click this here, and it's going to save it into the Dubb platform. And whenever a video is saved into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page inside of the platform. That's where you're going to land. right in here, the video edit page. Now I am going to select a different video just because that one's still transcoding. So I'm just going to grab a different one. But what you can do is when you have the video saved in here, a couple important things. One, you can change the title internally right up here at the top. Click the pencil icon, make the change right here, and just click the check mark when you're done, and that will save the video title internally. If you want to preview what the video looks like on a preset landing page, come right over here and click this button, the square button with the arrow. If you click this button here, it opens up in a new tab. And now I can say, yeah, great. Here's the video I recorded. There's the playlist. There's the buttons. There's the AI. There's my logo. Everything looks really good. I can preview it. Now I can also change the preset landing page background to a different preset landing page background just by selecting the little drop down here. And I can search for a preset or I can choose another preset I've already created. And with one click, it will change everything about that background. It'll swap it out for a different landing page. I also can use a QR code for any video that I create. So I can click right here and there's my QR code. Great for any kind of physical mail mailings, whether the door hanger stuff, mail stack stuff. Great for if you're doing an open house in real estate, put that thing right on the counter. They scan it. Thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, you can click below to check out similar properties. Great for if you're at a conference, whatever industry you're in. Maybe you got a booth set up, have a little placard video there created. If you're walking around meeting people at a conference or an event, pre-record something. So when they scan the QR code, the video is, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. All you got to do is click below to stay in touch. So a lot of different scenarios you can use the QR code for. Any video that you save into Dubb, you can download the MP4 version right here, the MP4 file. Download it, you can save it. You can upload any video in here to YouTube directly if you'd like to. And then down below, just a couple important things here, your analytics tab. So right over here to the right, you can click this little button down here and you're going to get activity on your video. And you can really isolate the ones that you want. Do I want just the email clicks, the views, the clicks, the pages, the video watches? You can get everything you need just by isolating it right over here for the activity. Also, every Dubb video you save into Dubb, you can do a simple edit. So I can select the editing tab here, come right down here at the bottom, and I can play this video, and then I can edit the video. So all I have to do is come down here, hit the play button. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We're the sales op. I can drag my timeline. See me dragging my timeline down here at the bottom? See me moving it? So if I want to cut something out, all I have to do is play it or drag it to my first cut point. Let's say it's that right there. Hit the scissor icon right over there, split clip. Now it's cut in two. All I have to do is play it or drag it to my second cut point. There, scissors, again, splits the clip. Now you'll notice I got three pieces that are sitting at the bottom down there. Whatever one you want to get rid of, it's the one that's going to be highlighted in orange. Hit the trash can, delete clip, and it's gone. And if I want to bring everything back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back where you started. So we recorded a video, we have it on our preset landing page, and now we just want to do a simple send with an email. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up a compose. Best practice here is always to have the word video in the subject line right there. First thing someone sees, they want to jump right in, they want to click because it's very rare that you see the word video in a subject line. So that does stand out. And then you want to have your 3 to 5 word hook we talked about right in the beginning. We want to have that right there. Then we want to have a little bit of text in here, and then we want to drop the video in. So to drop the video in, we can go right over here to the video that we were at before inside the Dubb platform. Any video you select, there's going to be a giant blue button over here that says share and send. That's what you're going to click. Then here you're going to drop the email in of the person you're sending it to get that contact level tracking. And then you're going to click copy for email, that big button. Once you do that there, all you do is paste it. It's just a copy and paste. And you drop it in just like this. Now, there is a shortcut that you can use. The shortcut exists for Gmail and Outlook 365. The shortcut is because of the Dubb Chrome extension, which we're going to look at next, okay? The screen recorder, browser-based screen recorder. When you have that thing pinned up here in the browser, in Gmail, you're going to notice there's a little Dubb button right down here at the bottom. In Outlook 365, it'll be off to the right in add-ins, but Gmail and Outlook 365 will have this shortcut button if you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder in your browser. So what I can do here is I can click that shortcut button and it'll open right up and I can record a video right now and just drop it right into my email if I wanted to. Or I can come right over here to the right and just scroll through my video library like I'm doing right now. And all I have to do is find the video that I want, just click insert, and it's going to pop it right in and I can send it. So you can copy and paste and drop an email in here like this with a video with copy and paste. or you can use the shortcut if you have Gmail or Outlook 365. Okay, speaking of the Dubb Chrome extension, this is what we looked at in the beginning. This one right here, the browser-based screen recorder, the Chrome extension, where you can put yourself on top of anything within your site in a bubble, visually walk through. So we're going to look at an example of this now. To get the Dubb Chrome extension, Google Dubb Chrome extension, three-step process to pin it right up here in the browser, and then you can use the screen recorder. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example here. So let's say I want to reach out to Ruben. But again, any website within your industry you want to be on top of, you can do this. So I'm going to click the button right at the top. Dubb Chrome extension is going to open up and it's going to put me right on the page. Now, when you are on top of the page, you want to think about the size of your webcam, shape of your webcam, and placement of your webcam. So for the size, you can grab the edge just like this right here. Grab the edge, pull it, and you can do a custom size. You can change the shape just by clicking the little shape buttons inside the bubble here. I would try to match the aesthetics of the page that you're on. If you're on more of an angular site, use a more angular one. I'm going to stay in a circle because Ruben's in a circle. Just try to fit the page. And then creatively, where do I want to put myself that's interesting? I'm going to put myself right up next to him, right here. I also can zoom myself in. If I want a tighter frame here, I can back myself up. I can physically move myself around in here inside the bubble. I also can go right over here and turn my camera off. If I want to do an audio walkthrough of the page that I'm showing, I can do that if I want. I also can technically use my headshot if I want to use my headshot. So a lot of options here. I even can put a virtual background behind me in the bubble here just by clicking that virtual background button. It'll put a virtual background behind me inside of here. I have an annotation tool right over here that I can use. I can open the teleprompter over here to the right. So if I select the teleprompter here, now I can do the teleprompter just like we did before. Now, the cool thing about this is you can adjust the speed like we did before with the webcam. See me adjusting it up or down? I can hit the play button. I can back the text off. I can zoom it in. The different thing about this teleprompter is that I can move this one around my page physically. I also can manipulate the sides like this. So if I'm going to use this teleprompter, I'm going to put it up towards the camera. And the thing to remember about this is if you're going to use the teleprompter with the Dubb Chrome extension, because the Chrome extension is browser based, you don't want to go full screen in your browser if you're going to use the teleprompter because it's going to hide the thing. It'll be behind everything. You won't be able to get to it or click on it. So if you're going to use the teleprompter, just leave some space at the top. So when you hit the record button over here, you can physically tap this and bring it forward and you're able to visually use it. Now, lastly, there are three orientations to record with Chrome. So right over here, there is camera. If I click camera, it opens up like a webcam. If I select tab, it's going to record just the tab that I'm on. It won't show any of the tab mess I have at the top. It'll be nice and clean. And if I do select screen, it will get my computer screen. So if I wanted to do a little bounce around movement here, if I wanted to tell Ruben I'm going to take him on a tab journey, I could click on the different tabs above and the bubble will jump over to the different tabs. So you have that as an option. For the example, I'm going to use tab. So I'm going to put myself right up next to Ruben here. I'm going to grab my hook that we talked about before because I want to have that additional hook inside the bubble. So I got it right here. And now I'm going to hit record right over here to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. You can see it right there. I'm going to click share, 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to reach out to you, my friend, because I saw that you wrote a book called Click Record. I click record every day. So again, beginning of I did my little look over, something like that. That's my animated preview, the first 3 seconds. And then I decided to jump to full screen. On any of these screen recordings, jumping to full screen is a nice way to break the visual, have something completely new to look at, and talk directly to the person if you want to make a point. So if you want to do this, you can hover over your webcam with your mouse and double click it. It will bring you here. Just double click the page to go back to where you were. Or you can hover over the button at the bottom that says expand webcam. Click that, brings you here. Click it to go back. You also can scroll around while you're recording, move, whatever you want. If you want to hit the pause button, hit the pause button. Stop the recording. Get yourself to your next spot, and then hit that same button to resume. If you want to use the annotations, which are really good for screen recordings, I mean, they've been used so good over the years. You can point things out. You can do text on screen. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can underline, you can draw, you can do circles, whatever you'd like. So this is a really great way. If you want to be on top of anything in your browser and visually walk someone through something, Chrome extension is really, really good. So I'm going to hit the check mark below. And like before, when you hit the check mark, it's going to save this video inside of the Dubb platform. and I'll have it on the video edit page ready to do all the stuff we did before. Now, if I want to share this video that I just created with Ruben, how would I share this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to LinkedIn. I'm going to send Ruben a connection request first. So I want to connect with him. I have to be a first connection before I send a video. So once we're connected, I'm going to click the message button down there. It's going to open up the message window, and I'm going to have the ability to send him a nice animated preview. And you'll notice down here there is another Dubb button like we saw in Gmail. So that's a shortcut with the Dubb Chrome extension because we have an integration with LinkedIn. So when you select this button here, it's going to open up the Chrome. And all I have to do is click Insert Video. It drops it right in. I can highlight the text right here, change it to that hook that we talked about, click Send, and now Ruben's going to get that nice animated preview. And it's going to go right into his inbox. Now, the last screen recording way we're going to look at to record is going to be the Dubb desktop app. So Chrome, browser-based that you just saw, the Dubb desktop app, not browser-based, can go on top of anything on your computer. So just Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC, and when you do, the little Dubb symbol is going to show up either at the top or the bottom. And notice when I hover over the Dubb symbol here, you can see the functions. I usually click View Quick Menu, that one, pops it up separately right here. We're going to click Record Screen to compare and contrast what you saw with the Chrome and the desktop. I'm going to click this here, and a couple things right away. The webcam bubble does all the same functionality we just showed you with Chrome. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome because you can move it around your screen, but it is different once you select the script. So if I grab this one here, notice the first choice that you're going to see over here is auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. If I was going to hit record right now, that script would go at my speed at which I'm speaking. Now, if I want to use auto scroll, like we saw with the other examples, the scroll speed, I can still do that. Just click that button closed, and now you'll notice I can scroll up and down. See me doing it right now? I can control the speed. So you have a choice, auto scroll or auto track, whatever one you want to use. Now, lastly is the recordings on the screen. What are the borders of what I can record? There is a red slash through this square right down here that you'll see right here. When this red slash is on, if I hit record, it means I'm going to get my whole computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm going to record. Notice this one right here says 16 by 9, landscape orientation, perfect for YouTube. So whatever is inside the blue lines will be part of the recording. See me moving it around? I can put it on top of anything that I want. I also can click down here and go to custom. So it says custom at the top. If I select custom, now I can crop around anything I want to crop around, just like this. I can get very specific in terms of what I want to show. And if I select down here portrait, I can do a social media video right from my desktop. It'll be the proper orientation, vertical format right from here. Now, when I hit record, here's what this would look like. I'm going to hit the record button down here at the bottom. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown like we did before. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume, but to end the recording, there is the check mark there. Now notice before this with the webcam and the Chrome, when I hit the check mark, it saved it into Dubb. That's not going to happen with the desktop app. When I hit the check mark now, it's going to open up a preview window, and here is the clip that I have just recorded. So the desktop app is going to record in clips. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a few clips, merge it together into one video, and then we're going to save it into the platform. The cool thing about clip recording is that I can drag and drop MP4 files of any of my videos and make them part of the story right here. Now, what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So how do I continue recording now? I got one clip, but what do I do? So down at the bottom left, there are 3 creative choices in terms of recording to continue recording. The one all the way to the left says record screen video, that icon. I'm going to select that. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. I'm going to hit record. I could have swapped out my background if I wanted to do something different. And now I'm recording another clip in the same style, screen recording style. Hit the check mark. There's the second clip that I've recorded. And I can physically move these in any order I would like. I also can click the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Now, the next choice, the next icon to the bottom left, is your webcam icon. So if I select that there, it's going to open up my webcam. I'm going to hit record. And now I am recording what could be the beginning of my video, it could be the end of my video, it could be the middle of my video. The point is, it looks visually different. So I'm going to hit the check mark again, and there is that clip that I can move around. The last part that you're going to see down the bottom is going to be narrator video. Narrator video is pretty cool because it gives you the ability to take a video you've already recorded. It's sitting in your video library, selecting that video, putting it inside of a bubble, and placing it on top of anything you want to put it on top of. So if I select narrator video here, click that button, takes me inside my video library. I'm going to grab this video right here. And now it puts it right inside the bubble. So now I can put this on top of whatever I want. And the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the work. I hit record and I can just annotate and scroll. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. So it's a nice way to split up the responsibilities. Record something beforehand, select it from your video library, put it in a bubble, and put it on top of anything you want to put it on top of. Now I've got my clips here. We're going to merge them together into one video and save them into Dubb. So if I want to do this, I have two choices. Down to the bottom right of the preview window here, there's an upload button. If I select the upload button, it's going to merge the clips together and save it. If I select the edit button, it's going to merge the clips together, but I can do a quick little edit right here, right inside the desktop app before I even save it into the platform, which is a nice option to have. Because remember, I showed you the editor early inside of Dubb, same editor here. You can do it right here before you save it. And then I can just click the upload button all the way to the right, and that's going to save it into the platform. Now, the last way to record with Dubb is going to be the Dubb mobile app. The mobile app is very similar to the desktop app that I just showed you because the Dubb mobile app records in clips as well. So if you don't have the Dubb mobile app yet, get it, Dubb. And when you do have the Dubb mobile app, here is how you would record a video, and here's some important parts and functions. So here is the Dubb mobile app home area right here. You can see the video library that sits right here in the middle. To record a video, we're going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom, and now it's going to open up our camera to record. When it does open up for the very first time when you get the app, you're going to notice it's on 1 minute, a defaulted time for recording. There are other timer exact options here. I always slide mine over to 10 minutes. That way I never get cut off. And every time you open the app, it will be sticky on 10 minutes, unless you want to change it. To record, you're going to tap the circle at the bottom or hold and release. So I'm going to tap the circle, and now I'm recording. Timer here and timer at the bottom. I can pause and resume these recordings right here. And to end the recording, just tap the circle, and there is the clip that I have just recorded. So just like the desktop app, clip recording. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I got it in my photo video area on my phone if I do need it. I'm going to hit record one more time so we have multiple clips in here. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these in any order I want. I can take my finger, hold one, and slide it. So I can move these around, which is really convenient. And if I tap a clip with my finger, I can trim it, I can rotate it, I can download it, I can delete it. And if I select edit, then I have some options right in here. Notice the icons to the right. Every clip, you can hit the music icon. We have a whole library of royalty-free music you can choose from. You also can select in here the scissor icon, which will do trimming. If you want to trim the video, you can do a basic trim. You can select the text icon, which is the example I showed you in the beginning, where you can type the hook and move it around your screen. So if I hit the text icon here, we have multiple. You just click in here, and then all you have to do is type your hook that we talked about before. Type it, click it, and notice down at the bottom, you can change the color, the font, the size, whatever you want, physically move it around the screen to wherever you want to move it to. You also have the option to do a voiceover over a clip. See the microphone icon to the right? If you select the microphone icon, you can just hold down the button at the bottom and record whatever you want to record. A lot of the time with property walkthroughs, if there's like construction going on, you can record the visuals, go out to your car, do a nice little voiceover. Recording in the car is actually really good. The sound quality is pretty good in there. And then you can adjust the original audio level of the original video, whether you want just a little bit or none, you can totally adjust that. And then if you want to speed up the action, maybe you have a fun action clip where you're moving around pretty quick, you can hit the timer icon to the right and go all the way up to 10x if you want to make it really wacky and moving around. And then the last icon at the bottom is the ability to burn in the captions here. You can burn them in now, or you can burn them into the actual video at the end. Now, these icons over here, what are their functions? If you select the tooltip at the top, just click that little button there. it's going to give you a breakdown of what the functions are here. Going to look at just a couple of important ones. One is going to be your countdown timer. That's really important to have on. You can do 3 or 10. I always go 3 seconds because it perfectly matches the timer, 3, 2, 1. And every other way to record in Dubb is the 3, 2, 1 countdown. So it gets you used to the same rhythm. To use the teleprompter, this little button right here, you select that there, it's going to open up. We're going to choose our script just like we did before. And in this one here, notice I have the ability to move my script up and down. The reason that's there is because when you're reading scripts, you want to have your eyes towards the camera at the top. And if they're wandering down here because your script is here and the speed isn't fast enough to meet your eyes at the top, so if it's just kind of moving like this, just slide it up like that. That way the words are right there by the camera. And if you ever want to do a landscape one, just physically turn your phone and it will adjust to landscape. So vertical or landscape, you can do both. Now you can control the speed right here between 1 and 10. So again, auto scroll right here. Hit the play button to see if you like the speed. You can hit the pencil icon right here to make any real-time changes. And if you'd rather do voice recognition instead of scroll speed, if you'd rather do auto track, which is voice recognition, go to the gear icon to the left, click it there, and then just select auto track. And now I'm going to hit record and you'll see the highlights when I'm reading. I spent weeks trying to build this myself, connecting CRMs, email tools. So notice as I'm reading, it's highlighting the words as I'm moving. So that's called auto track. So it's either that or it's auto scroll if you want to control the scroll speed. So the choice is up to you. And then you can hit the X at the top right and that closes it. Now, remember when I showed you picture in picture in the beginning? That's going to be this button right here, second from the bottom. So if you select this here, it's going to open up. We're now using both cameras on my phone, and I can move myself around, make myself bigger, make my point about something, get out of the way. I can zoom in on my background, however I want to do this. Pretty creative. And then the last choice down at the bottom is going to be your virtual background that I showed in the beginning as well. So screenshots within your industry, take it on your phone, select that button there, and it's going to drop right behind you. And you can put the images right behind you. And then when you're done and you're ready to merge these clips into that one video, select the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge all of the clips together that you just recorded. And on your phone in your photo video area is going to be that finished video that you created. And then you also here have the option to upload this video into Dubb. So see the blue upload button at the bottom? Select that, and it's going to save it within the platform, and you'll be able to access it on the mobile app, desktop, wherever you are. Now, lastly, you can do sending with the mobile app. So I can select my video. Let's grab this one right here. See the blue share button? Just click that there. Click copy for email, copy to the clipboard, paste it. Click copy for SMS, copies it, paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right of the video. One is the block icon for email. The paper airplane icon above the video to the top right is going to be your SMS, and you'll be able to share it that way. Now, if you are using any kind of third-party sender like a Mailchimp or a Constant Contact or a Monday, if you have a CRM like a HubSpot, Salesforce, Go High Level, whatever they are, could be Salesforce. We have a really big integration list. So if you do want to keep the workflows that you already have within those companies, but you want to add video to them, we have integrations with a lot of them where you can just drop the video in and you're able to do it. If you want to move away from what you're using or you don't have a CRM or a third-party sender, you absolutely can use Dubb as your CRM and ability to do all that. So right over here to the left, if you click on CRM, you can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, tags, notes. You also can do bulk sends with Dubb. You can do campaigns, email and SMS bulk sending. You also can do automation that you see down there at the bottom. You can do drip sequences with our Pro Plus plan. Pro Plus is all about automations. So if you want to do those drip sequences, have everything on auto working in the background, you absolutely can do that. Now, I mentioned Auto here at the top, our AI assistant right here. Auto also does copywriting for you. So within here, there's this little user icon right over here to the right. If you select this here, notice how mine says basic in sales. We talked about in the beginning of the training today how you want different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. Same thing here. So with the audience, let's pretend I'm in real estate and I work with buyers and sellers. Imagine this says buyers and sellers, all those splits in the industries we talked about. Just create different profiles for parts of your audience for the AI to learn. So when you click create profile, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions about this part of your audience. Then just click save, and the AI is going to have a breakdown of different parts of your audience. So if I want to write some copy, let's say I'm in real estate again, and I want it to be just for my sellers, I'm going to select sellers. And then I'm going to tell Auto down here to write me some copy, and it's going to remember everything about this part of my audience. So I could say, write me a newsletter for the sellers, blah, blah, blah. It will write it here, and it will ask me, do you want to save this into scripts? And I'll say yes. And then over here to assets under scripts, it will bring me in there and I can save the video. I'm not the video, save the script inside of the platform. And once I save the script, it is ready to go to load it into a teleprompter to deliver it and then send a video. So it's a nice little workflow to get into where you can have Auto remember every part about your audience members, the different parts of your audience, select a different audience, have it write the copy, save it into Dubb, load it into a teleprompter, and boom, you do the video and then you send it. It's a cool little workflow to get into. Now, we also have support. So with Auto, you can ask Auto any questions related to Dubb, and it will answer it. Auto can also answer strategy questions as well. And if you want help directly from the team, you can email support@dubb.com, or you can come right over here at the bottom to the intercom and you can talk with someone on our team. You also can do some keyword searches right here. It'll bring up an article and a video as well. If you want 24/7 help, you have it available with this number right here. This is Sophia, our AI coach here. If you call her 24/7, she can do strategy, tech stuff, whatever you need. This number right here. If you want a nice learning library, it's this one right here, this link. And this is our Dubb Academy. It's got a ton of videos in here. They're all labeled in terms of way to walk your way through and learn the platform. Now, if you want to do Dubb partners, this is it right here. Refer and earn. If you click the apply now button here, it's going to create a referral link for you that's going to give you the ability to share that link and earn a 30% recurring commission. So I could, if you guys shared the link with me and I click on it, it's 30% recurring. And if I create my own link, because I loved, I love what you guys gave me, I created my own and I brought someone else in through my link, you get another 10%. So it's a simple 30 and 10. We're very supportive of our partners. If you ever get a group of people together where you want to have me come in and pitch, just let me know and I'll do it. Invite them in here at dubb.com/T. We're in here 5 days a week. Have them come in and experience this. If you're currently on a paid plan with Dubb, whether you're paying whatever you're paying a month, Pro and Pro Plus, if you're on a deal or whatever, if you get 4 or 5 people to subscribe to Dubb, you get a free account. I think with 30%, 4 or 5 people should work out the math. And then if you want to go above and beyond that, we have people to go above and beyond. Now, at the beginning of the training today, I mentioned Dubb AI. So if you want to come to 12:30 to check out Dubb AI, your new AI assistant, I put the link again in the chat right here. If you want to register, 12:30 p.m. every day, dubb.com/TAI to register. And once you do have Dubb AI, just as a little kind of combination of both worlds here, see right over here, this little toggle button, this little drop down. If you select this button here, see how it says Dubb Sales Agent? That's Dubb AI. So when you sign up for the free trial of Dubb AI, boom, you click this here. It's going to bring it right over to the Dubb AI dashboard, which we walk through every day at 12:30. And if you want to go back over to Dubb Sales Studio, right over here, just click this one here, and it brings you back to regular Dubb that we are right here. So a lot of different kind of worlds combining lately with AI and everything. So okay, so that's kind of the basic uses of the platform. Those are the different scenarios. You want to isolate your scenarios. You want to use the proper technology for each one. So if it's, hey, I'm doing property walkthroughs in real estate, use picture in picture on the mobile app. If I'm in, let's say, insurance and I want to walk someone through an insurance policy, put yourself in a bubble. Be inside a bubble, walk someone through, point things out with the annotations. If I want to do a quick little hello, just meeting somebody with instruction, record a quick mobile video. If I want to sit in front of my webcam and deliver a message to someone, use the whiteboard, hold it right up to the camera, have that message. So those are very specific ways and styles to connect with people. And that's what you want to do. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Anything on their mind, kind of from what they saw? Joe, I know we chatted at the top. Anything on your mind, Joe, from what you saw?
Not right now. I'm going to just digest everything that you went over.
Perfect. And if you want to send over an example, this is something big here. The email address feedback@Dubb, I'm putting it right here, right now inside the chat. If you want to try, because I know Joe, you were doing the regular, just saying the videos about the plans. If you want to do a practice one where you're using the screen recording and you're in the bubble and you're mentioning the video that's coming to come up, just send us over at feedback and we can give you feedback and just pretend we're the prospect.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else on anybody's mind? I know, I think it was Patrick. I think you're in there for Gary coming in here. Anything from you, Patrick? You can unmute if
Uh,
you want.
yeah, absolutely. Hi, Rob. Just want to make sure I can access this training again. Like it's going to be on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be on there within, it's usually like 3, 4 hours, sometimes maybe a little later, but for sure by either later in the day or by tomorrow. And I'll put the link in here again so you have it. And then just go
Perfect.
back to the spots. But those real estate examples are pretty clear cut.
No, that was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just quick technical question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, yeah.
We've come across a situation a couple times where we're trying to use the app, um, and we get an error message about it not being able to access the camera. Now, as
Mm.
far as we can tell, we've got all the permissions set correctly,
Yeah.
from the top left next to the URL.
Yeah.
Um, any particular reason come to your mind why that might happen?
Are
Is
you
is
on I was going to ask you real quick. We have Ina here from our team as well. She's like the tech wizard. What kind of computer are you on?
We're on Mac?
Mac. Okay. Go ahead, Ina.
Yeah, yeah. For Mac, you might need to go to the system settings and go to privacy and security, allow permission for you go to camera, make sure that the Google Chrome is turned on. Dubb is turned on as well. Then after the camera, you go to microphone. And then after that, you go to the screen recording. Let me share my screen so that you can have that view. So you go to system settings, then under privacy and security, you go to camera. Make sure that Google Chrome is there. Dubb is there, especially if you have the Dubb Chrome extension. I mean, Dubb desktop app. After that, after camera, you go to microphone, do the same, Dubb and the Google Chrome. And last but not the least, the screen and system audio recording. So make sure that Google Chrome and Dubb are on as well.
Does that help, Patrick? Or
Yes, it does. I'm going to check on that with Gary. Hopefully that solves our problem, but I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yeah,
thanks,
if
Ina.
ever that didn't work, yeah, let us know. Support@dub.com or chat with us from the Dub dashboard.
Yep.
Okay. Is there any situation where, for instance, you're doing this webinar and it's a Zoom meeting,
Yeah.
um, where Zoom's use of the camera would cancel out your ability to use use of the camera?
Yeah,
Uh,
that happens.
yeah.
Yeah, during optimization when we install the Dub Chrome extension. Yeah, that happens. Like it says there, yeah, something that locks it because we're using the webcam and Zoom. So what I usually do during those times is I just turn off the the end of the client so that and then refresh the page. Then by that time it's gonna show up. But mostly for Mac, it has that permission in the system settings that you need to turn on, especially in the privacy and security part.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'll start there, and if that doesn't seem to solve our problem, I'll definitely send you guys a message. But thank
Yeah.
you very much. This was great.
Thanks, Ina. Thanks for coming in, Patrick. We appreciate it. Um, well, everybody, we're at the top of the hour, so thank you so much for coming in as always. We appreciate you coming in and having fun, checking this out, doing your thing, recording, send us stuff at feedback. And if anybody wants to come to the 12:30 Dub AI show, that's at 12:30. I dropped the link in there, and we will see you then. Happy Tuesday. Thanks, Ina. Bye, everybody.